Hello there, my friends, amigos. Greetings from northern Spain. I'm cooking enchiladas today. Of course, you probably know that enchiladas is a famous recipe from Nueva España, otherwise known as Mexico. But over the years, my passion, my love for Mexican recipes has done nothing but grow and grow. And ever since I was in California a couple of decades ago. And I've grown to love enchiladas cooked in different ways. The enchiladas I'm cooking today, I'm going to finish off under the grill, sort of au gratin, as the French would say it, okay? And here we are. The first thing we do, as usual, is present the simple ingredients you're going to need for this absolutely ravishing recipe. The enchiladas today are pork enchiladas, and the only thing I will say is only buy prime quality pork, okay? And I will say no more because you probably know what kind of terrible cheap pork they sell everywhere now. So make sure that you buy prime quality pork because the taste and the nutrients are so different. We're going to use a pound of pork. I've got it in fillets, which I'll cut up in a minute. It's like a pound you need, okay? We're cooking 10 enchiladas. Here's the packet of tortillas. These are corn tortillas today for the enchiladas. If you prefer the tortillas with a mix of wheat as well, you can do it. They wouldn't be enchiladas properly speaking, but it's possible as well, all right? I've got 10 of them, and this recipe is going to be for 5 people, okay? So for the filling now, we'll be using 1 red onion, okay? I've got 2 bell peppers, different colors. I've got yellow and green here today. We won't be using a whole of them, but I've got them whole here. Okay, what else? I'm using just a few spoons of tomato puree, all right, to which I will be adding a few drops of hot sauce, okay? If you don't like your enchiladas too hot, well, skip it. Skip this sauce, but I like them slightly spicy, okay? Other than that, for the gratin, we'll be using grated cheese. Today I've chosen cheddar. I had medium mature cheddar. I would recommend cheese that is not too hard for this recipe, okay? And finally, a few grams of clotted cream, okay? Crème fraîche, or, sort of any thick cream that you may enjoy. And this is all that we're going to need to cook the delicious baked enchiladas for 5 people. Follow me here. With this recipe, really, the only effort is in the cutting, in the chopping, okay? I've already cut the pork in small, thin strips, okay? And I've done part of the red onion. I've been doing quite a bit of cooking this month of July. It's only that I haven't been able to record any because I was with my grandchildren, happily spending some family time. So a lot of cooking, but not on record. So we've got the onion here. All right. So I've got the chopped veggies here, salt and pepper for the pork, and I cannot overstress the importance of buying prime quality pork. In this case I'm using Iberico pork, which is the Spanish variety of free-range pork, okay? But always make sure that you buy the best quality pork available around you. So there we are, a bit of salt and pepper. All right. Okay. And everything is going to go on this hot frying pan, all right, with a few drops of extra virgin olive oil, the magic in my kitchen, as usual. So there we go. First the veggies. The idea with this is to stir fry them for a few minutes, soften them a bit, all right. A few minutes for the onions and the peppers, and then we'll put in the meat in a minute, okay? On high heat. Bit of salt for this as well. So I've stir fried the peppers and the red onion for 3-4 minutes until the onion has changed color and the bell peppers are almost 100% cooked, but not quite, all right? In goes the pork now. We cook the pork by stirring it, mixing it with the vegetables. It's beginning to smell really good. Okay, maybe it needs a drop of olive oil. Okay. And the noise, you know, the noise of the meat and the veggies cooking is like a symphony. I've got the tortillas here ready for the filling, and I'm preparing the baking tray with a few drops of olive oil and a couple of spoons of spicy tomato sauce, all right? Just you know, bearing a very thin, slight base of tomato sauce, okay? What do we need to do now? Fill up the tortillas and get them ready for the finish off. I usually buy larger tortillas, which are easier to fill in. These are actually a bit awkward because they're too small, but we'll do our best. Okay, this is what you do, okay? Bit of meat and the pepper, all right? Now the cream, okay, and the grated cheese, right. And you've got to have the toothpicks ready. I think I forgot to tell you at the beginning. And we just try to roll them in whichever way we can. As I say, these break very easily today. So we're going to put them on the tray. And finally now we need to create the easy sauce that will cover up the enchiladas to go in the oven, alright? So I've got a couple of spoons of olive oil here, all right, and a spoon of corn flour in a bit of water, all right, okay. This is a very, very easy sauce, but will do wonders on top of the enchiladas, okay. We are using up the rest of the clotted cream, and first a bit of tomato sauce as well. We cook slowly, we just blend the ingredients together. A bit more water, okay. I'm using up the tomato sauce, slightly hot, okay. Some like it hot, you know, like me. Okay, and that's all you need. Now we got the rest of the grated cheese, and the sauce. I turn off the heat, and this is the sauce that is covering up the enchiladas, okay? So, ooh. I've got the grill ready at 200 degrees approx, and I've got my enchiladas ready to go in the oven. They are slightly broken on the sides because, as I said, they're too small, but it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't have any influence in the taste. So we go in the oven, 5-6 minutes under the grill, and let's have a look at the result. Ooh, just be very careful. Ooh, just have a look at these enchiladas. Everybody, absolutely everybody is going to be delighted with this recipe. So, ready for the serving. A delicious, affordable lunch. Enchiladas my way. Buen provecho. Rosemary sprig. For you.